Hey, it's Amy Green with Amy in Art Designs. Come on in and say hi. We are going to paint some scoops. If you don't know what a scoop is, don't worry. We are going to learn. I am so glad you're here. I'm waiting to see because sometimes I have this janky comment about the I don't like the stars comments. So we're going to take that off. But come on and say hi. If you're watching this, you're probably watching on the replay. Let me know where you're watching from. I would love to know where you're watching from and just say hi. So, and you know what, okay, I might lose you for just a quick minute. Yes, better. Hey, Tammy S. Let me know how the feed is. Did I go black first? Let me pull it up over here. There we go. I think we're better. Oh, thank you for the sprinkles, Tammy. You know, I love it. I love it. So we're going to do some scoops today. I think I am. I'm just double checking. Let me pull this up here. Okay, we're good. How many of you, it's kind of blurry. Is it getting better? I see it's blurry over here. I'm going to try and reload. Let's see what happens. And here we go. Is this better? Tell me if this is better. I hope it is. We're going to keep going. Sorry for the quick blackout, but I'm having a, there we go. So let's craft some scoops. You guys have been asking for winter scoops, and I've got winter and Christmas. We've got ready to ship. And so if you want them, grab them because we have orders. It's much better now that I refreshed. We've got orders that are going out like next day or 2 days. So they're moving quickly. But let me show you some of the stuff we have while everybody gets in, and then we will start crafting. I got some new paints at Hobby Lobby too last night that I can't wait to show you. So if you don't know what a gumball machine is, this is a gumball machine. Target has them on occasion. Hobby Lobby has a lot of them. But what we like to do is there's a stand that goes in them. And then it helps you put all of your little stuff inside, okay? So, and what we're going to do today is paint some stuff to put inside this jar. And then you can set it up as a little display. You can put them on your countertop in your bathroom next to your tier tray. And one of the things that we've had a lot of fun doing is making like a mini set to like filler on the inside, a little scoop, and then a mini sign, right? And we love it because it's quick and simple and fun. So that's the whole concept behind what we're doing. And let me show you some of the stuff we have. If you comment winter scoops below, I will DM you a link. Let me write this down. Winter scoops. Comment winter scoops for a link. I should have set this up ahead of time and I didn't. There we go. Okay. If you're like, hey, wait, I want to check these out, you want to comment winter scoops for a link. So let me show you the different ones we have. Here's the Frosty the Snowman. It says Frosty at the top. You see he's got his little scarf, little fat snowman guy, a heart. Super cute. Candy cane. Super, super cute. The reindeer, which is what I think I'm going to paint today. I just love this little guy peeking out around the corner. Santa, stop here. How cute, how cute. And then we have a gingerbread. This just comes from the gingerbread tier tray. And the reason that I kept this one like this is because so many of you guys have this already and you wanted gingerbread men and a scoop to go with it. So I thought if you already have the tray, you don't want to like feel like you need an extra sign. Okay, so we've got this little round sign that you can get to do with the gingerbread scoop. We also have scoops. So like a scoop is a little, exactly what it sounds like, with these little wood beads. So like this is the Santa one. We have snowmen to go with our snowman trays. Frosty. We have a reindeer. I didn't pull everything, but you can comment winter scoops, the gingerbread one. I'm going to show you how to do these faux wood beads if you don't know already. So we have a lot of different, and so every theme has a mini sign, some bowl filler, and then a little scoop to go with it. So I'm super, super excited. Let's start painting, and I'm going to show you first. I grabbed a sign that was already sealed because I want to show you, since we started sealing, and some of you guys are used to, because I used to wrap every sign individually. Just make sure when you open these, y'all, let me have my extra camera, and then we'll say hi to everybody. Let me say hi while we're sitting here. So, hey, Tammy. Hey, Sarah. Thank you for the sprinkles, Tammy S. Hey, Lisa. Tammy CR. Tammy is an Ohio gal like me. It's not that bad. Good. Hey, Carrie. Oh, Wixwax Amy is here. Hey, girl. Good to see you. Yes, I've got them. So you can see we've already got some cut and packaged, and they're ready to ship. The orders that came in. Yes. So when I first put them out, I don't know if it was last night or the night before, I put them in my Joyful Crafting Club first, because I let them always get like first jump at things, especially on limited things, like when we're in a rush. And those orders are packed, and we've got 1, 2 that are going to get packed up this afternoon, but they're all ready to go out the door. So yes. Hey, Dixie. Hey, Linda. Yeah, they are on sale for $5. I think when they're half off, they're $5, right? So yeah, let's add in the overhead camera. Extra camera. Share. Add to stage. Okay, I know that. Let's go. What view do you guys? Let's try this for a hot minute and see where we shake out. Hey, Jessica. Yeah, the gingerbread scoop is super cute. So just be careful when you open these. There are lots of little parts, okay? And if you order the ornament, same thing. Like those little snowmen, lots of parts in those little snowmen. Yeah, the gumball jars. And hey, Jessica. Jessica says she loves a gingerbread scoop. Yep, I love it. So, Linda, I was at Hobby Lobby last night with the boys. You guys taking my boys to Hobby Lobby? I mean, when they had, I get Hobby Lobby now like locks up all of their Pokemon cards, and they were like, Mom, can you go look at the toys? And I said, yeah. The next thing I know, I hear Nate running through the store screaming my name, Amy. And I'm like, oh, please. Like, I can't believe I took you out in public. And like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I know it's my kid. So I'm like, what is happening? I hear Amy, and all these people are looking around, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to fess up. And I'm like, honey, I'm over here. And he's like, Mom, we have them, and they have the Pokemon cards out of the container for us. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to cut this, y'all. So they went and got the associate who asked them to take all the Pokemon cards. Okay, I'm going to open this one up too. His eyeballs are not attached, guys. Don't lose the eyeballs. Just be very careful. Get you a tray, put them on some tape them to your board, and be really careful. And also, some of these trees are carrots. They're not trees, they're carrots. Come in 2 parts, guys. So, and that's so you can glue them down, and it makes it easier to paint some of these that have a backing. So just be mindful that you don't lose your tiny pieces. But they legitimately had 2, not 1, but 2 associates at Hobby Lobby getting all of the Pokemon cards out for them to look at. And I was like, oh, why don't we take a picture for Santa so that he can, he knows what you want. So there I am. And I look at the people. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And they were like, oh no, this is so cute. All right. I'm just doing this so I don't lose my parts. Let me get some tape out and we're going to get going. Okay. Yeah, so the taking of the picture for Santa avoids a lot of meltdowns in the store if y'all have little ones or if you're out with your grandkids and they become fixated, like they have got to have something, right? Okay, y'all, I'm doing my method now. Since I've got my boards and my tape out, I'm going to start separating the stuff I need to paint together onto tape, okay? And this is how we're not going to lose these tiny pieces. But I just take a picture of them with the stuff. And then when grandma or someone says, hey, do you have a gift idea for them? I can say, oh yeah. And I just text a picture and tell them where it was. So, I mean, sometimes it's an Amazon link, but you guys get the idea. All right. The cute thing about this reindeer, guys, I know some of you are saying, he's so cute. Look, this little Christmas tree is cut out. And you know what I love about this? It makes the painting easy. So you don't have to, for this one, worry about the fine detail. You can just go for it. Okay. Let's get some of these carrots separated just because we've got the 2 pieces on the carrots and I don't want to lose them. We are going to be using lots of paint pens today, guys. I am going to put out, not today, please don't hold me to it today, but I'm going to put out like a crafter's last minute wish list thing-ish and I'll put it on my website. Just like last minute things that you can get quickly. Not necessarily from me, but from Amazon, like something maybe that, you want, you love, or that someone would want or love, or you want to give someone to a crafter. These are tried and true things that people are going to love. Okay. So, I'll move this out of the way. Let me show you my paint colors. And then, hey, Teresa. Yeah, these are so fun, guys. They are so fun. I'm just kind of doing my taping right now so that I don't lose my pieces. There's a lot of pieces. And I'm even going to, just because, so I'm going to put my Christmas trees here. I'm not going to paint the wood splitters for the beads, but I just am going to tape them down, mostly because I did not grab a little bowl or a tray. And I just don't want to lose them and be crawling around the floor on a live. Oh, I know. I want to make them all. I know. I still am, guys. And you guys, the crazy thing is, okay, hold on. I'm going to put this down. I think I'm going to start with the background here. The Santa and the tree. This tree's definitely going to be green. I don't know. We might go retro. Okay. I think we're in a good place to start. I'm going to start with the background. Let me show you my colors. You guys can help me choose, but I was kind of thinking, oh, Kim, are you in Columbus, girl? I have this great pink. This is Cameo Blush, Christmas Red. I want to do one whole room in my house in like retro Hollywood Studios colors, but I'm not doing it this year. So I think I'm going to stay traditional, but I think you could go like with a retro blue on this and do a pink tree and then like a creamy white background. That would be super cute because you have the orange. You have to think about the fact that you're going to be putting orange into your mix, right? For the carrots, and so we know we're going to have orange and green for the carrots, right? I want the green on the carrots to be a different green than the Christmas tree. Obviously my reindeer will be the brownish with this, but so the big decision is, do you go retro or classic? And I think you could go with like a green background here. That might be really cute. How many of you guys feel like you would like to learn more about choosing colors. I feel like that is the most common question I get. How do you choose colors? That is the most common question I get. And some of you guys, I've noticed over time, have gotten really, really good at it. Okay, we're going retro. So we're going to go retro reindeer. Not sure I have the right blue for that retro. Let me see. I might. I have a light mint. This is the one. Let me see here. I know I don't have. Because you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like that super tealy, but this light mint might do it. I think that I think especially when you're doing a tiered tray and it's got 5 little signs and you have to think about what color to put on each sign so that it looks, let's see if we think this color is going to do it. I'm not like an expert color mixer. I always have to, oh yeah, I think we can go with this mint. What do you guys think? This might look really cute. Blush. And maybe, what do you think about that? I think that might do it. Let's do the ornament in that mint. And let's do this in the pink in the middle. And then we'll do like a creamy white on the background. Let's just go with that. But I spent so many years, and we'll see how it looks. Sitting there, like looking at a tiered tray going, okay, what colors am I going to paint this? That I kind of just, like when I'm putting together things for the Joyful Crafting Club, I just kind of think about it and I get a plan in my head and I know what it's going to look like before I start. Sometimes I change in process, but I kind of want a color on the background. I don't want to do white. Because you know the other color they do with this retro is like a, you know what? So we can talk. I was thinking about putting together like a PDF or something for you guys. Yeah, the pink and the mint. Yes. Sage or mint. Okay, we'll go with it. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to choose colors. We're going to have a little retro reindeer. And I think you make a lot of mistakes. And even when I'm doing it now, like I'm not always 100% sure. Where did I put the pink? Okay, let's just try it. Hey, Carrie Cooper Wood. So if you're new here too, you can drop what is that called? Like a little exclamation notify. Okay, so we've got like, I know the mossy meadow green too, I think would look good. Okay. I know. I'm not convinced I'm going to be happy with the, let's just try it. So I've got just a baby wipe, guys, because I'm trying to just get the color. Now that this is a score line right here, because this is right here, this little, where the ornament hangs. And so you can do one of two things. Okay, I'm not even going to paint the whole thing because I need more color than this. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's cute. So I know I've started like 12 stories and finished none. A little fun, playful retro reindeer. I'm trying not to get a lot of paint in my line, but if I do, I'm just going to go over that with a black marker, I think is what I'm going to do. I don't engrave a lot of things because it's so hard to keep the paint out of the engraved lines. It really is. But we can just paint that thing black. It's easy to get it out of the score lines because it's a different kind of cut than an engraved line, okay? Just, it's not as smooth. It just kind of eats away the wood. So a lot of times I'll paint something, like when I was doing a lot of finished stuff, I'd paint it and then engrave it because it's hard to paint it after it's been engraved. So you have to be super careful, like a lot of this up and down, up and down. Okay, we're going to go with this because we are committed now. So cute. Oh my gosh. It's definitely Hollywood. Not at all traditional Christmas. Very, very, it's going to be cute. Super fun. Because we've got the orange and we've got the green. So I also think you could, if you want a traditional, go with like a light green on the background and then do your reindeer. That would look really cute too. The light green on the background or white. So if you have this one at home, guys, or if you have it on the way, those are all great options. Okay. Okay, we're going to let this dry and come back and do it one more coat if we need to. Let's do our reindeer heads. Now remember, this one, the antlers are separate. This one, they aren't. And move this out of the way. We just had, like where we live, there's a lot of deer. I had 3 bucks run in a group, which was, you don't usually see that many bucks together. Oh, Sarah, you just got a gumball machine. Didn't you have I've seen you style, but I think you styled an apothecary jar, right? So I'm going to use this golden brown from Craft Smart, guys, for the reindeer. But I'm going to do for the antlers because they're a little lighter. And then I'm going to mix in a little darker brown for the head. Carrie says that the bucks are in. Yeah, they're out in drones, and you just don't usually see that many together. Okay, he's so cute. Oh yeah. I think I'm just going to leave him that color and then actually add a little white in to lighten it up. So remember, we're going to glue over his eyes and his nose. Okay, so we can just paint right over that. Juanita said she's usually a snowman person, but this reindeer is so cute. Yes, and I think there's so many ways you could paint him. I know, and I think so. I have a silver tree that we got on clearance at, believe it or not, the Cracker Barrel. And I've always just decorated it all silver. And then when we were at Hollywood Studios this year, I told Joe, and Joe's very happy that I'm not doing it this year because we are just so far behind on everything. But I said next year I want to do like a retro glam room. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look for all the stuff on clearance this year. So y'all, that is my top tip. Decide this year what you want to put out next year. We also have like a decorator's ledge, a big one that I want to put a tree up on high. And we were gonna do it. So there's no outlets up there though. I'm just painting and jabbering. There's not, and so we had our electrician come and look about putting in an outlet, and there's nothing, like there's no wires going that way. So it would be, he said, I can do it, but I'm going to have to like, it's going to be really like more like expensive and time intensive to get it done. And so I said, okay, forget it. And we've been looking at like battery backups for the Christmas tree. And so I told Joe, we're putting all of that on hold until next year. Okay, I just squirted a little, what is this, ivory white in there and mixed it up just to lighten it up a little bit. And I'm going to go over the antlers now. I'm going to put it up here, see if I like it. So y'all make sure that your antlers are going the right way. Okay. But yeah, see, and it's just a little lighter. So, but yeah, just if you want to do a new theme next year. So I didn't mix the paint super well, and it's hard to see on the camera, but what it does when you're painting is it gives it kind of like a, what's that word where you're like, it's not perfect. It's like modeled. Does anyone know what I'm trying to say? It's like modeled something, right? Like a multifaceted color effect. And it's just really pretty because it's not like a solid white, and it's just so easy when you just mix that in, or I mean a solid brown. And that's kind of more natural too, right? Okay, so those pieces are done. The browns are done. The other decision we have with the brown is about this scoop. Distressed, muddled, yes. Dimension, muddled and dimensional, yes. I'm having trouble with my words. Is this scoop. Usually I do the scoops in brown, but I'm thinking, let's just hold on the scoop. Because I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking either, you guys think about it, but like white, pink, something we need to do with the scoop. So let's go ahead and get on these carrots. I'm going to use my paint markers because it's easy. Oh, we could do the scoop in silver, Sarah. That would be really retro glam, wouldn't it? Like, that would be fun. Okay. What goes in the scoop? Carrots go in the scoop. Carrots. So one of the things someone asked me recently was about light in your craft room. I don't think Renee's here. It was her question. I've got to email her back. But I'm also going to put this in like the last minute gift thing, because even if you have great lighting, like she was saying, you know, she has good lighting. It's just not enough lighting. And so she was wanting, like, what do you do? And there's some really good overhead lights you can get, like desk lights for your crafting area. That it really helps. It really helps. Okay. So I think these are the filler that are going to glue to something. So I'm just going to test the color and see, I'm just going to go on the back, and it's a little darker than I want it, but I'm going to sand it and lighten it up. So I'm not too worried about that. Okay. And the only reason it's darker than I want it is because all these other colors are really just kind of fun and festive, right? But this is just a acrylic paint marker, and it makes quick work of these guys. Yeah, so Carrie's saying OOT lights. What is that, a brand name or something? I mean, I've got, what I have is, it's like a circle light with a phone mount here. And I don't turn the light on often, only because it kind of can sometimes, like when I'm filming, I use it other times, but let me see. But it does significantly brighten my area. But if I'm filming, sometimes it puts a, well, see there, can you tell the difference? See, it just gives much better light. Yeah, okay, because that's what she needs, a great light. And they make all kinds of like desk lights now that are super bright because so many people are using their iPhones to film all kinds of stuff. And I'll tell her you said that too. Yeah, halo light. That's what it's called, a halo light. But mine is like heavily counterweighted so that it doesn't fall when you put the phone in the top. And I like that I can move it around. But it's nothing that like someone would want to buy if they weren't filming, because they're not, there's, you know, if you don't have that mount and counterweight, they're so much more affordable. Okay, so that's all it takes. And those are going to get sanded down and like lightened up because they're like in your face orange. That is the only bad thing about the paint markers. And you guys have heard me say it before, like you're stuck with a color that comes out of the tube. Hey, Deanna, how are you, girl? We're making some scoops. What have you been up to? I don't know about that. So I'm going to test my paint marker again. I think the kids ruined that one. How many times do you guys hear me say that? Like, I think the kids did, because it's just not working the way I wanted it to. All right. So we're just going to, again, this is so quick and simple. See? And we'll sand it down and lighten it up so that it's not so in your face. Okay. So I've been cutting the Joyful Crafting. We're getting those packed up. I didn't want to miss my crafting time with y'all. So yeah. Let's see how this just makes such quick work of these. Oh, I didn't paint those other three over there. Yeah, it is super cute. I mean, it's cute. It's fun. The other thing is we every year we let the kids like pick an ornament to add to our family Christmas tree. So we always take them like all together, all three of them, and let them choose at the same time. Well, last night, Luke and Gabe were not going to leave with Luke and Nate were not going to leave Hobby Lobby without an ornament. So I let them choose their ornaments, but I will likely have to get them another one. When Gabe's with us, because that's kind of the tradition. Well, Anita says she's going to paint her chunky snowman. Oh, yeah, this chunky snowman. Oh, my gosh. I love the chunky snowman. Dixie's asking if anyone's painted the Hobby Lobby Gumball machine jars. Has anyone painted them? I know Tammy W has, if that's what you're asking. Tammy Waterworth, she has definitely, and in fact, we talked about it on a live, and Tammy said it's so much better to tape them off and spray paint them, like spray paint the parts that you want, and then take the tape off and scrape off the extra paint with a razor, any overspray, because she said that they're like doing them with chalk paint she doesn't like the way that it came out. Because I was thinking I was going to paint some with chalk paint, and she was like, spray them. Now, that being said, I have not. Juanita says she also has the snowman trio to paint. Girl, you got lots to do over there. Let me move this and move my arms up. So yeah, these are just so fun. If you don't have like a set of acrylic paint markers, I would put it on your Christmas list. Or like ask for gift cards and buy what you want, right? These are the Pintar, which are kind of like the Posca knockoffs. They were great for me. So they're less expensive than, okay, everything's done there besides the scoop. They're less expensive than, this is our, I hope the orange doesn't look too bad. I'm just wondering if the orange is going to look really bad with that green. I think it's okay. These are Pintar, Pintar. They're kind of like the Posca knockoffs. You know, Posca is the ones that a lot of sign makers use. Okay, we're going to go with pink. His nose will be red, white, and green, and then we're almost done. But I like, yeah, sanding the carrots, they've got to be toned down because they're a little much. But with what was I gonna say? With if I was like a professional sign maker, or if I was doing you know, for this small scale stuff where I'm not doing a huge, you know, these work great. Some people love the Poscas, but you know, they're a little more expensive, you know. I'm looking for the Christmas tree insert. I put it right there. Okay. And I just put my hand in the paint. Y'all. Okay. Hi, Jean. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to paint this. I'm going to move my paint so I don't put my hand in a second time. The only thing I don't love about this like view where I'm like this split view is that, okay, I think we've got to put red. I'm going to do red in there. I think I'll do the bow in red and pink because his nose is going to be red. What do you guys think? We can always paint over it. Yeah, a lot of sign makers love the Poscas because they're like diehard, you know, they're, but these, you shake them, but I've not had any concerns. The color, I've had these for years too. It's like 3 years, the same set. And they're much more affordable. I mean, I'm not using them every single day. So I think that speaks volumes too. So I was using them every day and they didn't work anymore then, or what am I trying to say? If I use them all of the time, right? But I don't use them all the time. So the fact that when I use them, they work is what I'm trying to say, and think about the colors at the same time, then I think that it's, I think it speaks volumes about the quality in there, you know? If you go to my Amazon store, if I have the links there of what I have. I also get the let me see, what is the, I know I have a thing where you can tell me like a word and I can send you the link. I just don't know the word. Let me look at the word. Oh, you know what it is? Exclamation Amazon. So the point, exclamation point, and then Amazon, and that should send you my link. Thank you, Juanita. Yeah, exclamation Amazon should give you my link too. Okay, I'm going to do, this is Christmas red. Oh, I can't anymore. We're going to go back. We're going back to the big screen like this. Okay, there. I might have to get, what do you guys think? Tell me. That light's kind of bright, but this, I just can't keep everything in that little screen. Okay. We're going to do this. A little bit of this Christmas red. Get a new scoop. I'm going to paint the Christmas tree red and see how I like it. Okay. I am just trying to go up and down so I don't slop it over the sides. Ooh, that's so cute. The other brand I've used is the Painters brand from Amazon. Right here. Or not Amazon, Walmart. And I like that too. The colors are not always exactly the same as what's on the cap. When I think with the Pintar, it's pretty close. With the Painters, it's not always exactly the same, but they're $2.50. And so at the end of the day, I think for what you're paying for, it's a good deal, if that makes sense. I need to paint these white. I'll do that in a second. But I need to go back and do his antlers. So how are y'all doing on Christmas? Is your shopping done? Not done? Like nowhere close? I am we're gonna do some stuff for my mom at her house for Christmas. My mom and my aunt, because they live together. And then Joe and I are not exchanging gifts because like we built a pool, which is like our present to each other for the next, I don't know, 50 years. And then we've got to redo the floor in the basement. And so like that's Christmas. The kids, like the older they get, I feel like the more difficult it is to buy for them. I'm just going in with a paint sponge. You guys know me. And doing his antlers. Just, yeah. I'm not even using a brush. Okay. Here's his antlers. And I'll probably do a little shading there, maybe, or not. And then we'll see how I feel about it. I just feel like with the kids, the older that they get, the more expensive things that they want. And so I told them this year, I'm like, look, like Santa will probably bring you one big thing. Oh, I have a funny story to tell you guys about Gabe and the elf. I said, look, you'll probably get like one big thing and a couple little things, and like that's it. Because when you get to be your age, Santa, they're like, yeah, but Santa makes everything. I'm like, well, Santa also thinks about, I can't find my little mailing labels now. Santa also thinks about like all of the kids he has to give gifts to, and so it's because it gets so, the things they want are just so much more expensive. So, and then, I'm going to show you guys something. I don't know if my mom's watching. She's been watching more lately, so I don't want to say, but I found something cute to make her. I'll do it in, so I don't want to tell you what it is because if she's watching, she commented on my stories the other day. So I don't want to like spill the beans, but I usually make her something. And then, okay, so we did the eyes. I've got my pink ornament, my pink bow. I've got to paint these trees. These are the wood beads that are going to go on the scoop. So I have a red tree that's going to go in the middle of the ornament. I don't really think I want them. I think they could be this green. Or they could be like blue and pink, which might be really cute. I think let's do that. A blue set and a pink set. So Gabe, okay, so December, I mean, the day before the first day of December, okay, he is in bed and he's like, Mom, I just can't wait. Tomorrow's the first day of December. And I'm like, okay, why? He goes, the elf, Mom. The elf will be here when I wake up. I'm like, oh, yeah. The elf will be here when you wake up. And I'm thinking to myself, like, thank you for the reminder. Let me go figure out. So, I have to kind of be careful too, because Nate subscribed to my YouTube channel. I don't think he'll watch this, but he did. He's very proud of himself for subscribing to my YouTube channel. So anyway, he's like, so he decides he's going to test the elf and find out if the elf's powers are real. So the first thing he did was slept on top of the elf. And he's like, if the elf is real, Mom, he'll be able to get out and I won't know that he got out. But if the elf is not real, he won't be able to get out. Or I'll know if someone's getting him out. And I'm like, okay. Well, the elf got out. The next test, he hid him and trapped him somewhere in the house. And let's just say that hours upon hours were spent looking for the elf. Not kidding. But when the elf reappeared, he had a letter from Santa to Gabe telling him, and Santa told Gabe, he said, Gabe, I heard you've not been very nice to your elf. I picked him especially for you. And if you're not going to be nice to the elf, then I'm going to have to put you on the naughty list. Well, okay, let's try a silver scoop, guys. Gabe built the elf his own little house. So our elf now has its own little house. And he also made him a little construction paper couch, a TV, and a PlayStation. No, a Nintendo DS. He made all of these out of paper. So that, and he's like, oh, Mom, I'm going to write Santa back and ask him if I'm on the naughty list. Let's try silver. Silver is cute. So that child. But what I can promise you is that no one is going to have to spend hours upon hours looking for the elf for the rest of Christmas. We took care of that. Paint it gray before the silver. Okay, I'll try that, Dixie. I got a new gray I wanted to try out anyway, girl. This is Smokescreen. Look at this cool looking gray. It's like a blue gray. So we were checking out last night in Hobby Lobby, and it was like, oh my gosh. The lady, like 2 people in front of us, had a cart. Like, I think she had 300 items in her cart. I'm not kidding. I think it took her 20 minutes to check out. Okay, Dixie, tell me your reasoning. Is this just to give it like a different kind of feel with a gray underneath it, or did you just want to see it gray? I'm thinking like I'm always up for trying something new. So Linda says the elf is in her classroom. It's the things that those teachers do. I mean, seriously. Oh, your silver didn't cover your wood very good. What brand did you have? I feel like with silver, sometimes I use a marker, like a Sharpie. I cheat. And then sometimes I think it depends on the brand. I like that look though. I mean, it's like shiny and it's full coverage at first. I'm sorry, Linda, that y'all are going through that at the holidays. I'll tell you what. The holidays, when my dad actually yesterday was the 17, he passed away 17 years ago yesterday. And it's, I don't know. I miss him every day. He had always wanted boys and he got 3 girls. So he took us hunting and fishing and trapping. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. Let me get my heat gun. And I don't know, like the first holiday, like I just kind of made it through, not just. But I miss him. Definitely miss him. This looks really cute with the pink. The orange carrots are still throwing me, but I think we're going to dull those down and figure those out. I'm going to do a little more silver. This is, what has really great coverage though? This Deco Art Dazzling Metallics. I did a Mardi Gras set with this, and this stuff is amazing. I've not gotten it out for Christmas. I don't know why. But this stuff is, I forgot I even had it. I don't have a red. Maybe I do. But this Folk Art Dazzling Metallics, this stuff, I haven't tried it in silver, but I do love it. It's really cute, actually. Very good idea, Dixie. Y'all, Dixie gave us a great tip. I do love how this looks. I'll flip it over and do the back. We're definitely gonna have to sand down the orange. Sarah. Oh, she said that her dad got 5 girls who went in the bathroom and drank a lot. We make it however we're gonna make it, right? I think I'm gonna do this in pink. So is the Rub and Buff. I need to try that on a set. I did the Rub and Buff on some picture frames. And it is beautiful. I mean, it is beautiful. I've sold on the Rub and Buff after that. So this is reindeer food. If you can see it on the live. It's not going to focus in enough. But this little tag says reindeer food. And this like tall, skinny, farmhousey font. It's super cute. Teresa says it's hard to lose your parents. Your mom passed in October of 2021 and your dad passed April 2nd this year and you miss them so much. Yeah. The first Christmas is so hard without them. My mom's still here, but like the best. I think if you stay, I'm going to move back and just add this over here. And then we're going to finish the back of that. And then I think one of the things that helped me was like staying. Now the first Christmas, I just kind of made it through, but I had to have a plan, so cute. Oh my gosh, look. But I feel like the second, as in the first Christmas without both of your parents. So like even if you have a plan of what you're going to do, maybe don't require so much of yourself. It just depends how you cope, Like the first year, I still worked, but I just kind of got through. Now, all these years later, it's like I cry at the strangest times. Like, when we were signing the boys up for Cub Scouts the first time, I just started crying in the Cub Scout store. I was like bawling my eyes out because my dad was an avid outdoorsman and he would love, and still sometimes I'll just start crying because, Nate loves the Boy Scouts. And I've actually gotten lazy here and I'm just mixing them a little bit, the gray and the silver together. But he'll just I'll just be like, oh, I wish he was here, you know? The thing though that I think I found the most peace in is knowing, I mean, I adored my dad, and I know that he would be really proud of me today, you know? And Joe, I think he would be so proud of me and Joe, and he would be so proud of what we're doing with our boys and how we're living our life. And, you know, I think he would feel proud of. Rub and buff, Jessica, is this stuff that you really just rub and buff onto the stuff. I'll do a thing on it soon. Like, we'll make something with rub and buff because I'm obsessed. So, oh my gosh, you guys, we're going to do date night crafting. Okay, I just shifted gears on you, but Joe and I are going to craft some ornaments this weekend together. I think Saturday night. Write it down because the man said he would do date night crafting. I can't remember whose idea that was. Okay, this is the one thing I want to tell you about the paint markers. You got to shake them really well because they'll change colors a little bit. I was talking about something else, and then I remembered that Joe and I were going to do this. What was I talking about? My brain shifted gears, but yes, we're going to make some fun ornaments, and they're like, you could go buy all the stuff in the stores. It's nothing that in my shop. We thought it'd be fun. Who was it when we were doing the potato chip tasting? It might have been Jimmy K, who was like, we want a date night craft. And so he was like, oh yeah, we'll do that. It'll be fun. So we are going to craft some fun ornaments. Actually, some stuff I think we're going to gift to the kids' teachers. We're going to be super productive. All right. I'm going to get my sandpaper. We're going to see what we can do damage to these carrots. Oh, Jean, your daughter passed away a year ago. Oh, girl, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, we'll keep you in our prayers, definitely. You know, I just like being a mom on a normal day is difficult. You know, no one tells you this when you're like, oh, I want to have kids, I want to start a family. No one tells you like how hard it's going to be, you know. And but like, I don't know, girl, I've not lost a child, you know, but my cousin was 25 when he passed away. And that was, it was just a weird accident. There was a flood, we had a ton of snow, and then it melted really quickly, and he was driving and a road was flooded, and there was no safety signs up or anything, and his car just got swept away. I mean, it was a freak thing. And I don't know. I mean, I still like, he's just, I know my table's shaking because I'm standing, but it's just, I'm so sorry, girl. I am so sorry. If you need something to do, come hang out with us, you know, just to keep your mind busy. You know, like we're here. You've family, community here. It's the ladies here are amazing, and they also have been through some tough stuff in life. And so they will absolutely pray for you. They will lift you up. They will be around you. And yeah, they will. Believe me, there's always, this is a great community of women. It's a great community, and they really are very supportive. Yeah, and I don't know, like, no parent should have to go through that. They just shouldn't. Yeah. It's just like a part of you. Just, I don't know. I'm so sorry, girl. Oh, and look, Tammy says the 3rd of December marked 47 years since her oldest dad's was killed. Yeah, Tammy probably, she's been through more this year than I think most people do in a lifetime. So you have women here who get it. They're real here. Like I always say, like, come in, sit all the way down, like you belong and you can be you, you know, and they'll tell you, like, you can just be you around here because that's who we are. Like, I don't know. I was reading something this morning. And usually it was by Roxanne Parks, and I've heard Roxanne speak. She is an amazing. I don't know why she is not like nationally famous, because she has this way of speaking and this voice that is just so incredible. And when she writes or she speaks, like you hear her, and it's like she knows what's going on inside of you. And this morning when I picked up from her book, she said, you know, fish swim. I'll do a little video and I'll read it to you guys and I'll post it sometime this week. But basically she said, you know, fish swim and, you know, they never get tired. Fish just never tire of swimming. And she said, but that's because they're meant to be in the water. And she said, how often in our lives are we like pushing for something is not meant? It's not who we are. It's not how God created us. It's not who we're meant to be, right? And she's like, how often do we do that? And we are exhausted and we are tired and we are fed up. And it's because we're like trying to be and do something that we're not supposed to be and do. And like, I believe with every fiber of my being, like there are phases in our life, there are seasons. And like when you go through a difficult season, like it's okay just to be in it, right? Because you can't get past it. You can't get through it until you do the thing, you know, until you do the grief, till you go through the feelings. And it's like, okay, just to be right there. It really is, you know. And then the crazy thing, and this is the crazy thing, there is like great peace in that and joy. And I don't have an explanation for it. Can't tell you how. And you can be totally heartbroken and have great peace and joy at the same time. And I don't know. It's like it just is. It just is. So we're here for you, girl. I like had a good cry session this morning because we have an 8th IEP meeting, and I'm very happy, but I'm also like with the schools, but he also needs more, and I just need them to do more reading. That's the only thing I'm asking for is more reading, you know, and I want this to have a little more shine. What time is it? 2:30. And I just like sat in the driveway and had a good long cry. I listened to Mercy Me, that song, Even If, multiple times until I was done crying. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to get up, go inside and do my day, because I don't know. Like sometimes it's just a lot. I just want a little more shimmer. Yeah, you have 2 other daughters. And here's what I will tell you. And then it's I don't know why, but there are other people. I guarantee you there's other people watching. They're not saying anything, but they've lost someone and they see you showing up. They see you like building community for yourself, you know, right here. You're like saying, guess what? I'm going to be a part of this. I'm going to show up. I'm going to comment. I'm going to share. I'm going to let other people know who I am and where I am. And you're going to give someone else courage who needs it to do the same. And that is just, I don't know why, but that's how it works. And you will somehow, because what God does, whether works all things together for good. And there's my sermon. Because Yes, and Sarah is a great listener. She's right. She's a great person. She would be an amazing listener, sounding board. She is an encourager. But he does, and in the middle of like this pain you think is going to split you apart, somehow he does something beautiful. And I don't always like the process, but I'm just doing a little sanding because you guys know I have to sand. I believe firmly in it. I know some of you guys skip it, but you know I have to. And then we're going to start putting this little guy together. Our little reindeer. Just need a couple touches of black. And yeah, believe me, this community is awesome. Real people, real women. And, you know, I just don't. Life is too short not to like show up and be involved and be a part of and have community and our crazy lives anymore, our busy lives. Like we don't sit down with our neighbor and have coffee in the morning, you know. When I was growing up, I'm looking for a black paint pen. But when I was growing up, the neighbors would come over, you know, during the summer, the neighbor ladies, and they would exercise together, and then they would eat lunch together, and then they would, you know, they'd go on walks after dinner. And my children, we might be ending up with a Sharpie. So, all those things, but today, like our lives are not like that. We're so busy, I think too. And look, Joe and we moved here to be closer to my mom, but like sometimes we're just so busy and we have to consciously make the time to stop, you know? So if you are lucky enough to have a black paint marker at your disposal, wait. You can do a really great like little dot. If you have small children who abscond with your painting supplies, you can use the end of a paintbrush, which is what we're going to do now. Yeah, you know, Sarah, you're right. I think too, as we get older, like our perspectives change on things, you know, and instead of seeing, you see things differently. All right, girls, let's get this baby wrapped up. I need to add black paint markers to my list. I just need to order them in bulk. So, yeah. And crafting, y'all, crafting heals. Because you know why? When your hands are busy and you're thinking about what you're doing in front of you, whatever is going on up here stops. And it stops long enough for you to get some peace. And I will say forever and ever that crafting is one of the best medicines. It's absolutely. So I'm just taking the end of this and dotting. And I know I'm saying that my kids took the black paint marker, but it's also very possible that I put it somewhere and forgot where I put it. I do love that they love to be creative. And I have a whole art cart with their own supplies that they don't want to use because they're not moms. Here we go. His eyes are done. Yeah. So, you know, crafting does, it gives you some peace. Give you some peace. All right. this is the last piece I really need to work on. So let's see what this looks like. I just need a clean piece of sandpaper. So you don't have to sand as much as I do. I just really, this is just my thing. This is how I paint. Some people do not, but I really do like the sanding component. I was worried that was going to happen right there. Okay. Because it just gives it a nice smooth finish. It takes a little extra time. And see right here, there's the paint is not, I'm going to have to put one more coat. We'll start sealing the other stuff while this dries. Then we'll come back, fix this, and bada bing, bada boom, we will be finished. So this mint is the Hello Hobby. I don't use it. I used to use it all the time, but since I started doing like the Joyful Crafting Club, and then a lot of times people will want to know like what paint color did you use? And you know what? If they can't get it, then they're disappointed. So I've been trying to, not everybody can use, can find these Hello Hobby colors, but my gut feeling is that they're not a whole lot different than the Waverly paint line. And you could also find like a light mint in like the, Folk Art, I'm sure makes one. Just sometimes people want to buy like the exact color, which I do understand that. Okay, I just turned that over to be frugal. We're going to let that dry, and we're going to start sealing a little bit, and then we will assemble, and we will be done. I'm going to use the DuraClear to seal, but I am going to clean my area just a little bit so that things are not so haphazard. Yours went back to Waverly. We still are like strong in the Hello Hobby. But I feel like, I don't know, Tammy, don't you? I think Columbus has a crazy diverse population. And I think a lot of times the stores will test market things here. Where they may not be test marketing it in other places. That's why I wondered, because we had it. I mean, everything in our Walmart is the Hello Hobby. Okay, I didn't paint the back of this because we're not going to see the back, but I'm just going to clean it up. All right. It's the only thing I need to do. I did not do the inside of the deer's ears yet, the reindeer's ears. I have this really great color called Sunkissed Peach. And I'm just looking for a paintbrush. And I'm not really sure I have the right one, but we're going to try it anyway. Let's see if I can get it. And just paint inside his ears. In Panama City, you don't have it. Yeah, you know what? Folk Art has like a color chart where you can pick up like, and you can look and see like all of their colors. And they have a lot of colors. Sometimes, though, it just depends on where you are, because the Christmas red is in every store here. And then everyone in the JCC last month was like, I can't find Christmas red. And I was like, oh no. No one could find it. So we've got to learn to be flexible. So yeah, this Sunkissed Peach is the apple barrel matte. It's and it's like kind of a great like this brush is not good. Okay. So, I'm just going to do this. This is like a hot mess, isn't it? Yeah, and like with the acrylic paints, I mean, yes, you can get them online, but sometimes like, do you really want to pay $8 for a 2-ounce bottle of acrylic paint just to get a certain color? No. No, this brush is failing me. Give me a hot minute. Let me go grab another brush. I'm just going to walk right in the other room, ladies. Don't go anywhere. All right. Like, really messed that ear up. All right, Jean, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon. Come back and craft with us. Yes. We have Apple Barrel. That's where I got this. The thing about Apple Barrel, it is a folk art line, so it's just like, it's kind of like their I don't want to say like that their least expensive paint. It has, I find it, to get really good coverage, you have to do a couple more coats. I don't think there's anything wrong with it by any means. It just, sometimes the coverage is not as good. Okay. So it just depends what you're painting, and if you're good, doing a couple extra coats if you need to. I think that the folk art, so you have it's all plaid. So you have like the Apple Barrel, and then the next one is folk art, which folk art I feel like covers really well. This Craft Smart acrylic paint, I feel like is this a Michaels? I think that this is Michaels, like entry, like, because it's very inexpensive, but I do like it. The Craft Smart paint. The other paint that I really love is, I think it's Deco Arts entry level, this color right here, the Crafters acrylic. This does not give full coverage, but it's more like it's just really pretty. At least that brown is. So I really like that one. Okay. Yeah, I think you can, I have a Mod Podge, a variety of things that I use, just depending on what I want. But mostly, I use mostly folk art though. I'm kind of a folk art, it's kind of my favorite. I really love the coverage. I think the coverage is really good. Okay. And that can be the back, because as with silver paint, it just isn't always, silver paint is tricky with the consistency, right? Because you have to be careful with it, because it's not, you need to do a lot of coverage to get the things done. Yes, this is going to be cute. So I'm going to start with this. I just like to seal everything. It doesn't take long. It dries quickly, and it just gives it a really nice professional finish. This is just Duraclear varnish. It doesn't smell, so don't worry about that. Like the silver I would do last, because I'm probably going to pick up bits of silver, and I don't want to transfer that over because it will. Watch, this is really clear. So I'm just trying to be super careful about this, because I don't want to slop a bunch down into the hole. And it just kind of makes the paint more vibrant, more, see, you see the difference? Can you see between the two, where this is kind of flattish and this is just got a little umph? Oh, Tammy, I'm sorry for y'all's loss. Like I said, your family has had a really difficult year. I'm praying that You know what? 2024 is so much easier for you guys. But girl, you always show up no matter what. And you're always doing life. You are such an inspiration. The label backing papers. So what I'm painting on, Juanita says she needs some. Well, the good news is that I used to be able to get them because I printed so many labels, but I switched label brands. And the brand that I switched to, so guys, we're just sealing as I'm jabbering here. And I'm just going over this with my decor wax or my Duraclear. I just am careful not to shove really hard and like get it all over the edges. Okay. And if you do, just wipe it up like that. But I switch brands and this stays nice and flat when you peel the extra pieces off, you know, like see how it just stays really nice and flat. The new brand, the back curls up without the sticker on it. And they're really not reusable, which is relatively frustrating because I love having them. And I also know a lot of you guys would just be happy if I added some to your package as like a, you know, as like a painting, just so you could use them, you know, and toss them when you're done because they're so easy. So I don't like once I'm out, because this other brand of packing labels, they print so much darker and nicer. See how cute he is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, Tammy just keep going no matter what, doesn't she, Linda? I mean, she just does. She does her thing. She keeps crafting. She keeps taking care of herself. She keeps showing up. She keeps, I mean, she just keeps going. Okay. All right, that goes there. We sealed those. I'm going to do the pink bow, the eyes. I know, you know what? During the holidays too, losing someone is not fun. So this is the other reason y'all want to use this tape. Do you see how easy this is now? I can just pick it up. I can seal it right on the tape. And it's done. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to do my carrots. This is, Jessica, this is Duraclear. You can get it in a 2 ounce bottle. I've seen it in 2 and 8. I don't know if I've seen it in 4. But they should carry it at like Michael's, Hobby Lobby. If you get it on Amazon, they're gonna tell you it's free shipping, but it's not because it'll cost exponentially more because you pay for the shipping. But I use it on all my wood cutouts. Let's look at the difference between like this carrot. It might be hard to see on screen, but once you seal them, it's so much more vibrant. The paint stays vibrant. You'll pack it away and you'll get it out next year and it's still going to look fabulous. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, you know, that paint is still going to look fabulous. So, and see, it doesn't take long. It doesn't smell bad. Like if you're using polyurethane that you like would seal like a furniture with, it's got some intense smell to it. But this, I don't smell anything. Yes, seal your chunky snowman, girl, because they're gonna look good year after year with you do that. It does. Tammy says it does look so much better. So I'm not gonna go through with the a lot of times I go through with the what is that stuff I go through with? You guys know what I'm talking about. The home decor wax. We're gonna skip that step today. You can do it. You don't have to. Oh, let's put the finishing touches on this, and then we're going to put this baby together. Yeah, the Duraclear is so much easier. Mod Podge can also take a long time to fully cure. And so sometimes it can take like, 24, 48 hours, 36 hours to fully cure. And, oh my gosh, he's going to be so fun. Our little retro friend. All right. So, I feel like this is a great option, especially when you're crafting, because this, I can go ahead and seal this right away. Hey, Jimmy, we were talking about you because Joe and I are doing a crafting date night on Saturday. And I think it was your suggestion when we were eating the potato chips. I think you were like, oh yeah, do a date night. Or I know you said something about it. And I was like, okay, that'd be fun. That would be fun. So I need a brown. So we are going to give that a go this weekend. Saturday night sometime. We're thinking around 7. I am looking for I wonder what this would look like. Yeah. That's just the little hanger for the ornament, okay? I made it silver. Okay, so y'all know I'm going to spray in my box. So let me get my box ready. I mean, this has been up the whole time. I didn't even realize how irritating that is. Okay, so, yeah, you could do any color in there, but I just did a little silver for the ornament hanger. Let's start by doing what I always suggest to do and lay everything out so you know you have everything where it needs to be and you can assemble so much quicker, okay? So it's going to start to come together. We were going for a retro theme. It was in a unanimous. I was going to go more like Amy's. I usually do like a pretty traditional. I usually go pretty traditional, but everybody wanted to see some retro colors, so we decided to do that. And here's his eyeballs. Oh, you have a Christmas party? Oh, we'll miss you, Tammy. Yeah, I think we're gonna make ornaments for the kids' teachers. I asked them. I gave him a choice. I said, do you want to do the wood slice ornaments with me or this other ornament? And he chose the other ornament. I think he chose the harder one, but I'm not going to tell him that. Okay, here's our scoop. We did it in silver. Super cute. So lots of little pieces. Okay, so let me see here, because some of these carrots are in 2 pieces so that you can glue them together. Let's see. 1. Let's see. You just have to make sure you have the right top with the right bottom, if that makes sense, because the tops go different ways. 1. Where's another half carrot? Not really sure why the file is like this, but this is how it is. And those are just bonuses. These are the mini carrots. Oh, the cupcake ornaments. Oh, how's he healing up? Jimmy, with the knee replacement. I'm sure you've been. I mean, I noticed you hadn't been around, and I knew he was having his knee replaced. And it's also like that time of year where everyone has got so much more to do. Sorry, the carpool people are texting me. Luke has a carpool on the way home. Oh my gosh, I didn't tell you guys. Oh, hey, Beth. Girl, we have not met in person, but I've seen your work, and you do beautiful work. They wanted a retro reindeer, so that's what we're doing. My colors are more like greens, reds, but I was telling them about our trip to Disney World, and they wanted to, they chose the retro colors. So I'm not sure about the orange carrots. It's just still, I'm not sure, but we do have a retro reindeer. Here's Beth says she's an amazing crafter. The ruffled daisy. So you should check her out. I've never even chatted with her. Like, this is the first time we've had like a real conversation. Somewhat real, but she's an amazing crafter. I greatly admire her work. So go check her out. She does beautiful stuff. And she and I will have to chat sometime. Oh my gosh, you guys, he is stinking cute. I love the view. Life is busy. Yeah, we'll chat sometime, but I'll reach out. I'll shoot you a message on Facebook because I know I haven't looked at your stuff like recently, but I know thinking like somewhat similar in what we do. Yes, he is cute. He is cute. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's put them together. So y'all, I'm going to use this. He is, I kind of feel like we should have made the carrots like a different orange. So I'm regretting my choice of color on the carrots, but I was kind of committed to those paint markers. And so if I repaint them later, you guys, you know, I've been known to do that. I paint it again after the live because I'm unhappy in the moment. So let's get the reindeer together. We'll do the scoop and we'll see if we can get this stuff situated in the bowl. All right. So all right. Oh, Tammy, you're so sweet. You got up early so you could watch. Girl, you're awesome. We are going to, at some point, and who knows when, but at some point, we're going to have to do a crafting get together. Okay, I'm just standing up so I can see the lines. I need a longer cable to connect from my phone to the thing. So these 4x4s, guys, will fit in the forever frame also. I don't know if I told you that yet. But they do fit right in that forever frame. So if you have a forever frame, these can also go in that. And I might grab mine, probably my black one, so you guys can see. But I know if you're in the JCC, if you've been in the JCC for several months, y'all do have a forever frame. Because you guys got them first. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Eyeball 1. Eyeball 2. What do you think? Do I have his eyeballs going the right way? Here's our little ornament. I keep waiting for one of my fingernails to pop off, guys. Like, legitimately, I have had these on for like 2 weeks. They never stay. Like, I usually get a good week and week and a half. The nails are just not, they're just staying. So with this, with the Gorilla Glue, kind of my rule of thumb is like spray and then spray some more. Red Aspen. I use Red Aspen. These are, I love this neutral. And my nails, I love them. I just can't get enough. I mean, I had them off. Like, I didn't wear them when I went to Disney, but I like them because I can do them late at night. Y'all know I don't just got time to go to the I just dropped the red aspen link, but who has time to like go? I don't have time to go to the salon. I promise you that. Okay, he is adorable. He would look cute with some distressing back there too. Let's do the little head to go in the bowl. And then we'll do our carrots. I'm just trying to stay organized, you guys know, so that we don't lose any pieces. There's a lot of little pieces. I can't believe it's 3 o'clock already. And then I might want to go back and do his eyebrows with a black paint marker. He is very cute. What I love about the wood cutouts is like you don't have to be like a great painter to make them look good, you know? I think a lot of people are like they steer clear of certain types of crafting because they're like, I can't do that. But here's what I can tell you. Like there isn't a whole lot of what do I want to say? I don't want to say there's not a lot of skill, but this is very different from having to paint like a reindeer's face. You paint the parts, right? And then you put it together and you get the face. Does that make sense? So it's not like you have to be like, I mean, a super talented, I just painted and sanded. Like that was about the extent of it. Okay. These carrots are next. I mean, orange just is not really a retro Christmas color or Christmas color. We could have done a fantasy color of carrots. So how do you put them on? You know what? When I put on my next set, I should show you. I can just put them on live, but basically they're super simple. I keep my nails short all the time. Like I'm not a long nail person. I don't like them long. So I cut mine, you know, I just don't even have the patience to maintain them. And then make sure you don't have any oil on your nails. They glue on. But what I love about the glue is that it, for lack of a better term, I'm going to say it kind of disintegrates over time. So instead of like having this horrible stuff, it like breaks down and then you can, they come off. And so it doesn't damage your nail underneath. That's what I really like about them. And then when they come off, you just use they give you a 2-sided emery board and there's like a rough side and a softer side. And you just, you know, sand the glue off and then your nails underneath are fine. Like my nails underneath are fine. And that's what blows my mind. I was trying to keep them painted. And the reason I do it is because online, I get super self-conscious about how bad my hands look. But I just don't have the lifestyle that like one lets me go to the salon or two my hands are just not going to look good. They're just not. And so I love it because okay, we're just going to put the carrots like that. They just stay nice, you know, underneath. So you can take them off, but you can like soak them or like, if I want them to come off and you put like a lot of lotion on your hands at night and like somehow that oil, cuticle oil, a lot of it at night will help break it down and they come off. I usually just put it on my nail and then put it on, but the directions say to do both, Linda. And I don't do that though, because I don't know. I don't follow directions, but, but they say to put them on. And the great, like you can put like, and so my nail bed is really flat. I have a naturally flat nail bed. All right, let's get the scoop put together. So my nails I get the longest wear out of like the plain, like not their decorative nails, because I think red or jute. What do you think? I don't have any pink. I might have blue. Hold on. I know now I'm just like down a rabbit hole. I don't think I have any that match well enough to use it. See, I think that's too blue. I think I'll use red. Yeah, they're more reasonably priced. And so I'm just going to take about, I don't know, I probably have about 14 inches. No, I have 20 inches. I want to make sure I have enough extra. Yeah, they're more reasonably priced. The other thing you'll find too is, okay, this goes through here is, I mean, to go to get your nails done, you have to like carve time out. And if you're busy, you know, carving that time out is just really hard. And so, you know, even like before I go on if I go on a trip and I want my nails done for the trip, I just throw the box of nails in my suitcase and I do it when I get there. Right. So Dixie, I do got to tell you, I don't know if you can see it on here, but yeah, you can. So look how cool that looks with the gray underneath and the silver on top. And then I sanded it and it just gives it a lot of like fun dimension. Yeah, you mix and match them like Dixie's saying. And the other thing that I love about them is, so like, let's say that, okay, I've used all the size for this finger and this one pops off. Well, I can pop this one off and then use a different color right there. Right. And then I have, you know, you just extend the sets and it's so trendy to have, you know, more than one color. So with these little tags, okay, I know that they're meant to hang, but the truth is I think that they look better if I glue them down. So, because they don't always stay flat and I want it to stay flat. So Tammy Clemens Royer, you get the award for like life stability. I wish my life was, I mean, that is amazing. You've been going to get your nails done every other Friday night for over 20 years. Girl. Okay, that in and of itself is a small feat. Because our life is just not that stable or consistent. That is amazing. I know I've heard you say it's nail night. Okay, let's talk about how these beads work. I'm going to use my Loctite. So one of them is going to go up and down and one of them will go side to side. So let's do the up and down one first. And I'm going to assemble. Oh my God. Sorry. That's my alarm to remind me to pick the kids up. No, but I mean, okay, no one, I mean, you are just must be like super organized and together because even like, that's just amazing. Yeah, I have alarms, so I don't, but Luke, what is today? Wednesday? Joe goes and gets Luke and Nate and takes them to speech on Wednesdays. Okay, that's half one. I know I told you guys this was quick and we're still here. 2, we're almost done. Okay. So we're going to put this here like this. And then we're going to put that's how you make the wood beads. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Joe traveled a lot. And now with the kids, like by Friday night, I'm tired. I'm like, I just want to sit. I just want to like catch up on my life and the laundry and all the things, and I do not want to leave the house. I'm going to pop. So there's one bead. Oh, that was I have a different song for every kid. So Luke's is AC/DC. Nate's is Roar. And it's for their alarms. The reminder, like, hey, guess what? Go get them off the bus, or someone's got to go get Luke from carpool, or whatever that is. And then Gabe's is, it's like Avi or Avicii or something like that. Yeah, they all have their own little song. So when it rings, I know which kid I'm supposed to get. So we're going to do the same thing with the other one. But this one's going to go sideways. Oh, I put the wrong... Crap. I wasn't paying attention. I put the wrong bead attachment to that one. I mean, they're the same, except one has a stem and one doesn't. So if you do that, just get you a knife and cut the bottom off. There we go. We're almost done. So yeah, Joe and I, so we were saying this morning, by the time we get the third kid to school, because Luke has to leave here at 7 or 7:10 for his carpool ride, right? So we get him to school. Nate gets on the bus at 8, and Gabe gets on the bus at 8:40. I mean, seriously. And I love having individual time with each of them, but by the time we get all three of the kids to school, it's 9 o'clock. And then at 3:15, we have to start thinking about picking them all up again. It makes, this is why he and I like end up working at night after they go back to bed. This is why the other night I was posting stuff at 11 o'clock in the shop. That's why these went up at 11 o'clock, because there we go. All right, guys. So we're going to put that there. It is super cute. I mean, really. All right, so let's take this off of, let's remove this camera. And let's see if we can get our little gumball machine together. Turn this off, maybe so that my alarms don't go off like the whole time. I think I'm supposed to craft at 1 instead of 1:30 too. I'm gonna go back and look. In my head, I said 1:30, but when I look at what I did last week, I think it was 1. So our reindeer sits down in here. See? So he's right there. There's a little slot he goes into. And then you can put the carrots wherever you want them. You can put some in the back, some in the front. I kind of don't want them to cover my reindeer too much. I'm going to try and get these in the back a little bit. So the other thing too is these all don't have to go in here. Like they could go down in front of the sign. I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put this one here. These are, once you get it styled, the trick is like, don't move it. right? Because they're not, because you're shoving your hand down in this tiny little space. Okay, so we're going to put, so that he's got some carrots there. I'm going to put a carrot this way. See how cute that is? I kind of just want this to go here. And then just don't move. Like, get your jar where you want it. And if you have to ooch it carefully. See, he's surrounded by carrots. We're going to put the lid on. Cute. Okay. And then this kind of hangs off to the side, right? So that's why I get extra string, just so it can be the length I want it. You've got your little bead, so get it the length you want it, right? Pinch it off and then tie your loop. And you guys know me, like no sloppy sides, right? So make sure that there you go. And then here is our little sign that goes with, let me see, you can see the whole thing. And I know that the whole area is a little crazy, but let me grab the black forever frame. It's just on the other side of my table so y'all can see. So then this is the forever frame. And if you wanted to pop it in the forever frame, y'all, you could pop this here. And you have a whole little perfect display. Like, how cute is that? Our fun little retro reindeer. So there you go, ladies. Let me draw some names. I know my head is cut off, but I want you to be able to see the reindeer. It's all slouched. Let me draw some names. And then if you're still here, you absolutely deserve to get your name drawn. Super cute. Super cute. Okay. He turned out really cute. He is very, very cute. Our little retro reindeer. He's fun, right? Like just Christmassy fun. All right. Names. Lisa Roscom. Woohoo! Sarah Lemon. So the forever frames, guys, are in my shop. If you're in the Joyful Crafting Club, you have one. Jimmy. But if not, they're in the shop and they're not. And I also sell the inserts. And so like if you decoupage, like you can put a 4x4 and you can decoupage on both sides. Now, obviously you can't flip this over and put something on the back, but if you just do like a printable, you can double side it, right? Lisa, Sarah, would you guys like the frames in like a bigger size, like a 5x5 or a 6x6? Because this holds a 4x4, but maybe one that would hold a 6x6. I love that because you guys know I do a lot of small stuff. They're great. And you can just use it over and over and over. So Teresa, Sunderland, that makes 4. Let's pick one more. Yeah, you'll love the frame because you can just like, and a lot of the ladies, they'll do a brown one and a black one, or like a white one and a black one, whatever goes in their home, so that they can use them, you know. But the inserts are so inexpensive. I think they're like $10 for 5 of those 4x4s, just the flat ones, and then the mini signs, right? You can just pop those out, and then it just looks a little fancier than just a 4x4, right? So we just added snowmen, Jimmy. They're in the shop. If you comment Winter Scoops, you'll get a link, but I have a snowman. We just put this up 2 days ago. So I don't know if you saw that, but I do have a snowman because I know you guys love your snowmen. I might have some more later, but this one goes with the 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more name. Dixie. Yes. Okay, Dixie. Yeah, the forever frame was it in the October box? It was either September or October. All right, ladies. My little thing. Thank you so much for taking time out of your Wednesday to craft with me. I absolutely love my time with you. Keep crafting, y'all, and spreading the joy in the world through the beautiful things you make, because the world needs your creativity. I love you. Make it a great rest of the day. And I'll see you guys this weekend with Joe, because we're going to make some ornaments. Mwah. Love y'all. Talk to you soon.